So do you also use Razorpay to sell your products online? So this video is definitely for you. So hello all, welcome back to Pably Connect, and in this video we are going to understand how to send custom SMS notification after payment via Razorpay. So like you, I also use Razorpay to sell my products online, and now what I want is that as soon as we receive a new payment from Razorpay, I want to send a custom SMS to my customer. So to do this, we are simply going to create a connection between Razorpay and Twilio, and we are going to create this connection without knowing any programming or coding language using an amazing automation software which is Pably Connect. So if you also want to create this amazing automation for your own business, then for that you have to come with me towards my screen. Welcome to my screen everyone. In this video I'll show you how to send custom SMS notifications automatically whenever someone completes a payment through Razorpay. So this is ideal for sending instant order confirmations, thank you messages, or next step right after the transaction. It helps you to stay professional and keep the customers informed and eliminate the need of manual update. So yes, I have already created this automation, and first I'm just going to show you the proper working of this automation. So over here I'm selling a course through Razorpay which is automation and AI course, and we're going to see that I'm just going to purchase this course as test user. So I'm simply going to enter my first name, last name, email, phone. I'm just going to select the course and the amount and click on this pay 999. And now it is asking me to select the payment method. So what I'm just going to do is I'm simply going to select it as UPI right over here, and I'm just going to enter my UPI ID and click on this verify and pay. And once I'm just going to click on this verify and pay, it is saying open your Razorpay app and complete the payment. Alright, so I'm simply going to complete my payment right over here, and now it is saying confirming payment. We're just going to wait for a few seconds, and as you can see, payment successful. So with this we have successfully purchased this course over here, automation and AI course. Alright, so now I'm just going to check that if we have received the SMS after purchasing this or not. And as you can see that we have successfully received the SMS which says sent from your Twilio trial account, hi test user, thank you for your payment via Razorpay. Your registration is confirmed. We have sent you more details to your email team Pably. So yes, you can see that we have successfully received the SMS right over here. And also you're going to see that it is saying thank you for your purchase payment via Razorpay. Alright, so yes, you can see that in this message we have received the line which says sent from your Twilio trial account. So I'm using a Twilio trial account. That's the reason that we have received this line. But if you're using a Twilio paid account, then you're not going to receive this line when you send the SMS. Your users will get the message right from hi test user. So yes, you can see that we successfully sent this personalized SMS to test user who purchased my course. So yes, this is no magic. This is the power of automation which we're going to create in today's video. And if you also want to create this amazing automation for your own business, then for that you have to watch this tutorial till the end. So to do this, I'm just going to open a new tab, and I'm just going to look for the landing page of Pably Connect simply by searching pably.com/connect in my browser. Now it is opening the landing page of Pably Connect, and over here, before starting with this automation, I'm just going to show you something really helpful. This right over here is Pably Community, where automation users, business owners and marketers connect. You can ask questions, share your workflows and get instant replies and helpful feedback from others who have faced these similar challenges like you. It's an active and a supportive space to learn and grow together. The link to join is in the description box below. Make sure to check it out. Alright, so I'm just going to open the landing page of Pably Connect once again, and we're just going to move on further and create the automation. So for that, I'm just going to get two options right over here. One is sign in and the another one is sign up for free. So if you are a new user, you can click on this sign up for free, and you're going to get 100 of tasks free every month to explore the application. But over here, I'm an existing user, so I'm simply going to click on this button which says sign in. And once I'm just going to click on this sign in, it is opening all Pably apps, and over going to see all the tools and applications offered by Pably. But in today's video, we are going to use Pably Connect because we are connecting different applications. So I'm simply going to click on this access now right over here to access my Pably Connects account. And once I'm just going to click on this access, now it is going to open the dashboard of my Pably Connects account. And to get started, I'm just going to simply click on this button which says create workflow. And now it is asking me to select the workflow builder. So over here we have two options, the new new one which is more modern, faster and flexible, and the classic one which is stable and has a familiar approach. So you can use any one of this right from here. I'm just going to use this new one, so I'm just going to select this new one right over here, and now it is asking me for the workflow name and the folder I want to save the workflow in. So over here on my dashboard you can see multiple folders which I've already created in which I save my workflows. So if you also want to create a new folder, you can simply go to this create new folder button and create your own. I've already created many, so I'm just going to save my workflow in one of these only, which is automations. And now I'm just going to name my workflow as send custom SMS notifications after payment via Razorpay. And then I'm just going to simply click on this button which says create. And once I'm just going to click on this create, it is going to open the most important window of our automation, which is our workflow window. So this is the most important window because we have trigger and action in this. Trigger and actions are the two main principles on which our workflow is going to run. Trigger means when this happens, and action means do this. So by this you can understand that the actions are response towards the commands given by a trigger, and that's the particular reason that we can have only a single trigger but multiple actions following the commands of a trigger in a particular workflow. And to get started, I'm simply going to select my trigger application right over here, and after setting up this trigger we're just going to get the action application too. Alright, so first I'm just going to set the trigger, and for my trigger application I'm simply going to select it as Razorpay. So I'm just going to search for Razorpay and select it. And now for the trigger event I'm just going to simply select it as payment captured and click on this connect. And now it is giving me a webhook URL using which we're going to create a connection between Razorpay and Pabbly Connect. So I'm simply going to copy this webhook URL, then I'm just going to open my Razorpay account right from here. And after opening the Razorpay dashboard, what we have to do is we have to go towards this left side of the bar towards this developers. And after coming over here towards this developers, we have to go towards this webhook section. And now we have to go towards this add new webhook. And now it is asking me for the webhook URLs. We are simply going to paste the URL which we copied from the workflow. For the secret, if you wish, you can definitely add the secret right over here, but this is not the required field, so we can leave it as blank. For the secret, you can add the secret right over here, but this is not the required field, so I'm just going to leave it as blank. For the alert email, if you wish, you can definitely select the alert email. Now it is asking me for the active events. So over here we have to select payment captured, because over here in the help text it has clearly mentioned that select payment captured from the active events. Alright, so I'm just going to simply select payment captured right over here and click on this create webhook. And once I'm just going to click on this create webhook, it is saying webhook saved successfully. So with this we have successfully created a connection between Razorpay and Pabbly Connect. But now it is saying waiting for a webhook response, and to capture this webhook response we have to do a test submission. So over here I'm just going to do the test submission by purchasing this course once again. So let's say this time for the first name I'm just going to keep it as smart, last name as user only. For the email I'm just going to keep it as this and this as the phone number. I'm just going to select the course amount and click on this pay 999. And once I'm just going to select this pay 999, I'm just going to enter the UPI ID right over here. So I'm just going to simply enter it and click on this verify and pay. Now I'm just going to complete this payment right from here. So for that I'm just going to wait for a few seconds. And once we are just going to wait for a few seconds, yes, you can see payment successful. So yes, with this we have successfully completed the test submission. And now what I'm just going to do is I'm just going to open my workflow, and we're going to see that Pabbly has successfully captured the response of our test submission. You're going to see the first name, the last name, the phone number, the email address and the course which is purchased. Also we're going to see the amount too. So yes, with this we have successfully completed this step, and now I'm just going to move on further. So now what I want is I want to send an SMS something like this, but I don't want to send the SMS to all the payments made through Razorpay. I only want to send the SMS in case of this course purchased, which is automation and AI course. So what I'm just going to do is I'm just going to add a filter condition right over here in my workflow. What I'm just going to do is I'm just going to add the filter condition for this automation and AI course, that if this course is purchased, then only this workflow should move on further. So what I'm just going to do is I'm just going to add another action step. Now for the action application, I'm simply going to select it as filter by Pabbly. So it is a feature by Pabbly which helps you to add conditions in your workflow. For the event, I'm just going to select it as filter values and click on this connect. Now for the label, I'm just going to simply select the course name right over here. If you haven't received this course name, you can also select the amount. For the filter type, I'm just going to select it as equals to, and now I'm just going to add the value which is automation and AI course and click on this save and send test request. So yes, you can see status success, message condition is true. So yes, with this we have successfully received the response. Then now what is going to happen is that when this course is purchased, purchase, then only this workflow is going to move on further. Now after adding this filter, I'm just going to move on further and I'm just going to send them an SMS. For that, I'm just going to add another action step, and now for the action application, I'm just going to use Twilio. So I'm just going to use Twilio in order to send automated SMSs today. Now for the event, I'm just going to select send SMS message and click on this connect. Now in order to connect this Twilio, I'm just going to go to this add a new connection. It is asking me for the account SID authorization token and once again account SID. So what I'm just going to do is I'm just going to open my Twilio account, and over here when you're just going to come towards the dashboard and scroll down, you're going to see the account SID authorization token. So one by one you have to copy all of these three and paste it right over here. So I'm simply going to paste this account SID, then I'm just going to move on further and copy this authorization token and paste it right over here. And after pasting all of these three, I'm just going to click on this button which says save, and with this we have successfully connected our Twilio account. Now it is asking me for the body of the SMS, so I want to send an SMS something like this, right? So I'm simply going to enter this same SMS, and now you can see that I've successfully entered the body of the SMS. And over here what I'm just going to do is I'm just going to simply map this name. So I'm just going to simply enter this name right over here, but we are not going to enter it manually by typing it like this, but instead I'm just going to map it. So you must be wondering what is mapping. So mapping is a method by Pabbly which means inserting the data from the previous step. And as you know, our previous step was the trigger step where we selected Razorpay as our trigger application. So we are simply going to map the details from the response of our trigger application only, and as soon as we're just going to map these details, automatically my details will turn dynamic and change with every new response received. So I'm just going to map the first name, I'm just going to put the space right over here, and then I'm just going to map the last name too. So I'm just going to map the first name right over here, then I'm just going to put a space right over here, and then I'm just going to map the last name. So as you can see that I've successfully mapped this name, and now it has turned hi smart user, thank you for your payment via Razorpay, and the rest of the SMS. So as you can see that I've simply entered a really short SMS because I'm using a Twilio trial account and we can't send long SMS. And now it is asking me for the sender's number. So to get this sender's number, you simply have to open your Twilio dashboard, and over here is my Twilio phone number. So this is the sender's number. So I'm just going to simply copy it and paste it right over here. And after pasting this, it is asking me for the recipient number. So I'm simply going to map the recipient number from the response of my previous step. And after mapping all of these details, I'm just going to click on this save and send test request. But over here, this recipient number is a dummy number, right? So I'm just going to replace this dummy number with my original phone number so that I can show you the message and the response received. And after entering this, I'm just going to simply click on this button which says save and send test request. And once I'm just going to click on this save and send test request, yes, you can see that we have successfully received the positive response, that we have successfully sent the SMS. And yes, we're going to see that this is the SMS which we have sent. Alright, so I'm just going to open my SMS and check that if we have received the new message or not. And as you can see that we have successfully received this new message, and with this we have successfully completed our workflow. And now whenever we're going to receive a new payment for this course, which is automation and AI, automatically using the same details which my customer filled in by purchasing the course, they're going to receive an SMS something like this. So all of this is going to happen in backend, and we can just sit back and relax. So yes, now go try this amazing automation for your own business too, because right now we are offering a free trial of Pabbly Connect. And while trying, if you have any questions related to the video or the workflow, you can directly comment on this video. See you in the next video with many more automation tips, everyone. Thank you for watching. So not only these applications, but with the help of Pabbly Connect, you can connect many more applications. So now if you have any doubts, you can reach us at support@pabbly.com. If you have any queries, you can reach us at forum.pabbly.com. And if you have any pricing related issues, you can follow this URL. And now go try this amazing automation for your own business too, because right now we are offering a free trial of Pabbly Connect.